Monday to you. Big Monday for a lot of people today.
Oh, first day of school for a lot of you guys out there.
First day of school for CMS
I
today.
saw a lot of kids waiting at the bus stop on my way in this
Did you
morning.
wave to them or honk? Or?
I did. There was this one group of kids that I went by, and they're all jumping. They're all excited. They look like they were probably in kindergarten, so good for them, though. I'm glad you're excited for school, kids.
Excited for school. Stick
Keep
with
that
it.
same excitement up for the next 12 years.
That's exactly right. Man, that kind of... Dang, I was going to roll right into this story, but then, like, it's not the adult hour. And then I was going to do this whole thing about, like, oh, man, what if, like, you're a kid and, like, imagine 20 years from now and you're riding the red line and you're going down. Fortunately, somebody got stabbed on the blue line this week.
Gosh.
So I was going to build it all up. I was going to get it there. We were there, and I couldn't do it. I chickened out.
Yeah.
I chickened out.
Chickened out? Yeah, you're not even going to talk about it. Just forget what we just said, guys.
Well, somebody got stabbed and died on the blue line this weekend.
Oh, they died.
Yeah, they got stabbed.
Oh, no. Well, sometimes
Yeah.
stabbed doesn't always mean that you die.
Doesn't always equate to death.
Not always.
All right. Well, on the blue line, it
Oh.
did. I saw Joe Bruno put this one out from WSIC over the weekend, and then he kind of followed up on it over the weekend. The 34-year-old DeCarlos Brown was arrested for allegedly being the one to stab a 23-year-old, Arna Zarutska. Pretty wild. Was on the light rail in South End on the blue line. So some of those topics, right, that as we get closer to the red line, that will need to be discussed.
Right.
How does that work too? Like, is it like you get an officer from every jurisdiction, and as it crosses over, like hey, tag in, you're it? Like, is that?
Oh, it's like whenever they get to like the county line, they have to turn around.
You know what I mean? Or even like, the individual municipality, like we're out of city of Charlotte now.
Yeah.
We're out of Charlotte. Huntersville, pick it up.
Punch out. Huntersville hops in.
Yeah.
For what, like 2 miles?
You
and
take
then
the
they hop
stabbings
off?
for the next couple miles.
Oh, gosh.
Davidson, you got the last little quarter stretch here while we wait on the platform to turn this train around.
Oh,
Just hang out and wait. So,
yeah.
Not a super positive story there.
No, not really. Not really.
From the weekend. Wait till we talk about it later on. The cities somebody ranked the cities in the country for like the dirtiest cities. I'll tell you what Charlotte ranks
where
on,
we found.
where we
There's
fall
also a
on that
ranking for the wealthiest suburbs.
list. Okay.
I'll let you know who won that one.
Oh, okay. All
you
right.
can't guess. Yeah. Just keep thinking.
Some positive happened in the weekend over Charlotte. From some of the, speaking of schools, Lake Norman,
Yes.
Huff was in the Keep Pounding High School Classic. Now, this one went down at Bank of America Stadium, and Huff won. They won the game.
They did.
Good
And
for them.
this was so fun to see my friends who have kids still there, and just all the excitement built around there. They got the marching band got to play on the field. The cheerleaders got to be out there, and what a cool experience for some high school kids to do.
It was the start of the season, I believe. This was their first game of the season.
Yeah, so they got to start at Bank of America. I mean, what's cooler than that?
Very cool. Great win there for Huff. Start off, Ethan Royal was named the Whataburger MVP. So Whataburger getting involved in the mix.
Which Whataburger?
Whataburger.
Oh, okay.
Not Whataburger. Whataburger. Yeah.
Gotcha.
All one word.
Yeah.
Is that the easy way to know? Is hyphen or no hyphen? Is that the best way I can start describing
Yeah,
that?
it's what a burger or Whataburger. Just how fast you say the words together.
I do have some sports from the weekend. Obviously, we got to go through a few things here because WSIC does carry a few of the sporting ventures. And so Carolina Panthers was Thursday. There was one topic about that game that I wanted to talk about. I can't remember. Charlotte FC, though, played last night.
They did.
They won again.
7 in a row.
7 matches in a row. We're ranked like 5th, give or take, in the East for the MLS. How that transpires to anything in this point of the season,
I'd just say
I'm still
Charlotte's got a
learning.
winning team. That's all I'm saying. That's what transpires.
We're north of 500, though.
We're doing good. We're doing something.
Arguably
I'm
one of the
excited.
best franchises Charlotte's ever seen.
Panthers are also undefeated for the season, so taking that win
We'll take that.
as long as we got it.
That's right. Absolutely. NASCAR also went down this weekend. The last regular season race, it was in Daytona. I'll say Blaney did win Daytona, and now the top 16 drivers are set for the playoffs. If I understand and remember the education we've gotten over the past couple of years here on this, on my NASCAR fans can correct me on this, all 40 drivers still race during these final races.
Okay.
But you can only win if you're one of these 16. Like it only matters if you're one of these 16.
So if I didn't make the top 16, but I can still go out there and drive just for fun?
I think you have to. I think NASCAR makes you drive still.
Okay.
You have to commit.
And drive angry.
Yeah, real upset.
Dang it, didn't win. I'm just here driving.
And is it just like,
What
don't
happens if
wreck
one
the
of
car?
those wins, though? What if one of the
Well, they win the race, but
they can't get to the
they
playoffs?
can't get the championship.
This is so confusing.
It's out of their hands. There's
Okay.
nothing they can do about it.
Gotcha. Kind of. I don't know.
Maybe we go for the slowest driving NASCAR. Also, could be like a sub kind of
could
thing.
win that
like,
one.
Yeah, like who had the lowest speed
Yeah.
during the race.
I'd be really good at that one.
Maybe that some people would be into that one. Pretty good. PGA Tour Championship, was that on in your house at all this
It
weekend?
was on everywhere. Yeah.
Everywhere you went?
Everywhere I went, it was just on. Yeah.
I have a little bit of, I don't want to hate on Tommy Fleetwood. Congratulations for him to winning.
Is that who won?
That he won the Tour Championship. Now, there was a new rule that they had implemented this year compared to previous years. So in 2019, PGA started giving strokes to the players, an advantage to those of how they performed during the regular season.
Okay.
So if you were in first place in the standings during the regular season and you got to the Tour Championship, which is only the top 30 golfers after the entire season, you were given 10 strokes. You were given a little bit of bump because you worked hard during the season.
Take them off.
You take them off.
Take 'em off, yeah.
You're
not adding 10. I do
Good
know
catch
that
there.
that on
Good
golf.
catch.
You don't add 10.
You start at 10 under.
Gotcha.
And lower points, couples, it goes down from there until no points.
Right.
They took that away. So everyone in this last game, in this last match, this last play, whatever, starts exactly the same.
Okay.
For someone like you who's deeply entrenched into PGA, imagine it doesn't affect your world too much.
Greatly affects my world, actually, because, golf's on all the time, every day, all day.
And this, I'm not just saying it because I'm a Chef fan, and I'm upset that it was almost taken away from Chef, because every player knew this going into the
Chef
season.
Gordon Ramsay, Scotty Scheffler.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, Tommy Fleetwood's been in the game for a long time. This was his first ever PGA Tour win, I believe, in all his time of the tour. I want to say that. So he won the championship as his first round of winning, I believe, ever. I mean, I'm trying to say that the right way. I want to make sure I'm correct on the facts here.
Tommy Fleetwood wins his first ever PGA Tour event, the Tour Championship.
There you go.
So he's been in the top 10 multiple times before. He's been, in other closeness. He's done well. He's been in the game a long time. Are we okay with a championship starting even? Everybody
Yes.
starts it. You're okay with that?
I think so.
100%. I
agree.
like the way golf did it because it makes perfect sense and it's a great buildup. And those high stakes golf, winner gets 10 mil.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
You gotta work. You should.
That's
work
why
hard
it was
for
on everywhere. Yeah.
I would definitely say it made one of the hardest games even harder. That's what this move definitely does, because you go in with no advantage from an entire season of play.
You going at fair play. No advantage. You made it to the big $10 million match.
Yeah, that's your advantage. You
And
can
you've
win
been
10
making
million.
purse money all the way up
Yeah.
to it.
All right, I guess
Chef's doing all right.
I'm just wrong. Happy Monday.
You're not wrong.
No, you're not wrong.
You're just not first.
Fireworks? Yes, please. The real sparks fly when we're back. Stick around. Good Morning LKN returns on WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, happy back to school day if you haven't gone back already. And boy, oh boy, do we have some absolutely stunning weather as we kick off a new work week. Still warm today. High temperatures warming into the mid-80s, partly cloudy. But overnight, we'll drop down into the low 60s. Even a few spots around the lake that could dip into the upper 50s by early Tuesday morning. And then a cooler week of weather with high temperatures only around 80, mainly dry. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. On Thursday, August 28th, the 500 Club in Statesville presents the Thirsty Thursday tournament at 5:30 p.m. and wine tasting at 6. Click on the 500 Club online for more information on golf lessons, club memberships, wine tasting, tournaments, and tee times. Rocky Lynn performs Friday night on the Plaza at Birkdale Village in Huntersville. The free Live Under the Oaks outdoor concert series powered by Waves Entertainment begins at 6 p.m. Grab your friends and your chairs for the Rocky Lynn concert Friday at Birkdale Village. The Iredell County Fair begins Friday at the Fairgrounds in Troutman and continues through September 6th. The Statesville Kiwanis Club features carnival rides for all ages, competitive 4-H exhibits, animal shows, fireworks on Labor Day, and more. Visit IredellFair.com for more information on hours, tickets, entertainment, and daily schedules. The Iredell County Fair begins Friday at the Fairgrounds in Troutman. See the top riders from the Monster Energy AMA Supercross Championship on Saturday, September 6th, as they compete on a custom-built course at ZMAX Dragway. The playoff opener features a two-moto format for the 450cc class and 250cc class, promising plenty of drama and excitement from the moment the gates drop. Click on charlottemotorspeedway.com for tickets, a track map, and information on other 2025 events. Mark your calendars. Green Jeans Consignment returns to Concord September 9th to 14th at 601 Milestone Venue. Shop boutique finds, consign your closet, and feel beautiful on a budget. Details at greenjeanssale.com. Stay up to date and find out about local events, job opportunities, real estate information, and more. Visit liveworkplaylkn.com and sign up for the weekly newsletter. That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Prioritizing your health is one of the best ways to take care of yourself. From routine visits to the joys of pregnancy to the illnesses that stop you in your tracks, Iredell Health System will be by your side. Learn more at iredellhealth.org.
Back like mosquitoes and flip-flops. This is Good Morning LKN, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, okay. 7:18. Happy Monday to you. First day back for schools here for CMS. Let's see how everybody's doing outside. ICATS.com, alternative transportation. $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte. Cruising in the HOV lane with Jeff. Good morning, sir. How are things looking?
Good morning. Things look pretty good. There's no accidents to report. North and southbound Statesville to Charlotte was flowing, although traffic is getting a little heavier. You'll have your typical slowdowns in Huntersville. Secondary roads, Statesville, Troutman, Mooresville, haven't heard of any issues this morning, so nice start to the Monday.
Not too shabby. Patient pants definitely required on this first day back to school for CMS, though. We'll probably see some changes throughout the morning. Jeff, how was the birthday?
Oh, it was good. You know, we had a good time. The funny thing was my 4-year-old granddaughter, she says, "Grandpappy, how old are you?" I said, 60. She says, "You got old knees." So I said, "Yes, honey, sweetheart, I got old knees."
Old knees.
Gotta love the innocence of
Yeah,
child. That's
so
awesome.
sweet.
Very cool. Well, hope you had a great time with the fam, Jeff. We so appreciate you. Look forward to chatting at 8:15.
All right, you guys have a great morning.
You too.
Talk to you then.
Thanks, Jeff.
ICATS.com, $1 from your front door each day to run errands around Iredell County. Tomorrow's Tuesday. You can go to the VA in Salisbury for $1. On Thursday, you can go to Winston-Salem for $1. Or Friday, you can go to Hickory for $1. All of which is available for you each week. You just got to schedule it. ICATS.com.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird. Bird. Bird's a winner when a bird. Bird is a winner.
It's time for the word of the day. What's the word?
Word of the day.
Good morning. Happy school year to everybody. Let's see. Today's word of the day. Before I get into the word of the day, I want to let you know about the Green Jeans Fall Sale. That's right. It's big. It's local. It's once a year, okay? It's not like school where it's all year. This is once a year, 1 week only. So it's better than school.
It's coming up soon.
September 9th through the 14th, okay? greenjeanssale.com. Like I said, it's big, it's local, it's once a year. I'm talking 50,000 brand name designer deals up to 90% off. Green Jeans Fall Sale.
It's
Be
a
there.
big sale.
That's a huge sale.
Yeah, and it comes around, the fall sale is just once in the fall.
Once a
It's
year.
Once a year. Yeah, not even once in the fall, once a year.
Yeah.
So it don't say you didn't know about it.
That's right.
Okay, you guys all have your pens and papers out right now. I know, parents, you got number 2 pencils in the back seat with spiral binders. Make them jot it down. See you there at greenjeanssale.com. greenjeanssale.com. Today's word of the day, it's a noun, pahoe-hoey.
Who?
Pahoe-hoey.
Pahoe-hoey. Is this
Pahoe-hoey.
Hawaiian?
This is Hawaiian.
This sounds Hawaiian.
This is Hawaiian. Like I said, we're dealing with a noun
Or
here.
Polynesian. That might have been the better way to say that. I'm sorry.
I've actually seen Hawaiian, so
Okay.
I think you're good there.
Okay.
Pahoe hoi.
Pahoe hoi.
Yes. Have you guys ever heard or used this word in your day to day?
Never.
I'm trying to think. There's probably once or twice in college.
Right. Yeah, everybody has a little pahoe hoi sometimes. Let's see. I can give you guys some context clues if you'd
I
like.
didn't go through a pahoe hoe phase.
Oh, yeah. No.
Person,
We'll have to
place.
bring out the pictures.
Word of the day. Bill's giving us a word. We're going to guess a definition. It's a noun, person, place, thing, or idea.
Correct. I would say this is a thing.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a
how I
real
remember
thing.
it.
It's a real thing. However, I think I'm about to use it kind of figuratively.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Justin compared the queso spill in his car to pahoe hoi. Smooth, unstoppable, and now permanently part of the upholstery.
Yogurt.
Lava?
What'd you say, Mamie?
Lava.
Wait, and now, Justin, what did you
Justin
say?
said, I don't know what he said.
Yogurt.
Yogurt.
He says a thing.
I did say it's a thing. Mamie.
Yogurt's a thing.
Yes, it is. Indeed.
You tell me
Hawaiian-
that
that
sentence
Hawaiian-
doesn't.
Right.
You tell me that
Hawaiian
sentence.
yogurt is basically
Hawaiian-
lava. So,
exactly.
yes.
We're all right this
Yes,
morning.
you guys are all correct. No one said anything incorrect so far. Pahoe hoi is a type of lava. Yes. I'm going to read another sentence here just to give me some time to wrap my mind around the Hawaiian yogurt.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mamie said her hair after lake humidity looked like hardened pahoe hoi, shiny, wavy, and immovable.
Mm-hmm. It does, yeah.
Yes. Pahoe hoi is, like Mamie said, a type of lava. It is one of two types of lava. The definition I have for pahoe lava is a smooth, ropey surface. It contracts with lava, which is rough and jagged. Now, Justin, I know I can already see by the way the eyebrows are frilling that you're like, what are you talking about? I have an example. I can show you guys just what it kind of looks like next to each other. So again, pahoe hoi, smooth, ropey surface. And in this video right here, you'll see the pahoe hoi lava meet the lava, which is a little bit more rigid and jagged. Does that make sense?
Makes so much sense.
Right. The pahoe hoi lava is a little bit hotter than the lava.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way
Isn't it
you
beautiful?
showcase it with this, and if you haven't yet, you could download the WSIC News app. It's available on iOS and Google Play. You'd be able to see this lava flowing right now, right from your device or wherever you're at. It kind of makes me wish we had volcanoes here in North Carolina. You know what I mean? Just to enjoy this kind of ambiance there. It's kind of like a ready fire at any time you need one.
Yeah.
Correct. Now, next time you see some lava, you'll be analyzing or deducing, is that pahoe hoi or a little aha? People might look at you like, way to be funny, guy. And you're like, no, this is it's scientific terms here.
Yeah. You
And I
just
learned it on Good Morning OKN.
Correct.
stick your
Where you
finger
learn
in,
most
take a
of your
lick,
things.
and call it a day.
I would not recommend that. But when they harden and stuff, you will be able to also recognize the difference between pahoe hoi and
Also, next time you eat your yogurt and it's a little hot.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's that pahoe hoi.
Oh, this yogurt's spicy.
Yeah. We're going to see if we can use this in a sentence at some point today. Pahoe
I think we already did, didn't we?
At some point
we
later on throughout
mastered
the
this
day.
one. I wouldn't even have to write. My mom wouldn't even write sentences about this one. I already mastered.
We've got some friends coming through today. Jay White, Centralina Realty, is going to be stopping by. Big conversation happening. Is the Fed going to drop interest rates in September? Nobody knows. Anybody's guess. Poly market odds going up and down every single day on that one. Certainly there's people that want the interest rates to be lowered. I have no doubt about that. And there's some people that say that interest rates don't need to be lowered. And there's some people that have no idea what an interest rate is. There's a wide spectrum of folks out there. And there's a wide spectrum of opportunity out there in real estate. If you're looking to buy your first home, whether you've owned 50 homes or 1,000 homes and you're investing or whatever your journey is in real estate, Jay White and the team at Centralina Realty can take care of you. CentralinaRealty.com. Check out their website. Again, we'll be talking with Jay at 8:30. Looking forward to the conversation. Patrick Reynolds, host of the Home Ad Show, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11. Whether you're buying, selling, or celebrating birthdays and anniversaries, you're hanging out with Patrick Reynolds. We're going to hang out with him at 8:45, and we'll see how his weekend was, if he caught any of that NASCAR race. Also, I've got somebody for the birthday wheel because, we give away birthday prizes and anniversary prizes every single day. You can get your name on the prize wheel, 844-STUDIO-4, 844-788-3464. That's the phone number you call. and you can get your name on that wheel, and Patrick will spin it at 10:45 each and every day. You got a chance to win some free prizes. It's a pretty good time. We'll have some federal things going on for you again in the adult hour. Also, one thing, we're going to talk a little bit about House Bill 67. I've seen some stuff online about this one. Has to do with the medical space in North Carolina and allowing foreign medical practitioners.
Okay.
Because these are people that have not been. There's a particular U.S. test, I guess, too, when you're trying to get into the medical field.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of things you got to do in America that you don't necessarily have to do in other countries. And so now North Carolina, House Bill 67, because of the shortage of people in the medical field, right? And they want more people. They tried to come up with a way to do it. They basically are given the kind of 4-year kind of leeway, if you would, to certain folks that come into the hospital system in rural communities.
Oh, okay.
A little lateral entry.
That
type
have
deal?
exactly that
I
haven't
actually heard
had
about
to
this
do.
over the weekend. Yeah.
It's getting pretty loud online. It's pretty decently loud, and so we'll talk about it a little bit today. And you know, it's a tough conversation because again, if you need medical professionals, but you don't have them coming into the system or readily available or budgetary wise and all those kinds of things, what do you do?
Yeah.
What's best for the people? What are the things of concern to be on the lookout for? What are your options? I don't even think anybody knows what their real options are in the medical space. Does anybody know what their real options are? Like as far as where you got to go, what doctor you can and can't go to, what medicines you can and can't. Does anybody know the real answer on that? Or are we all just kind of
Tell me when I show up.
Yeah.
that's pretty much it for most people.
They just tell me when the bill comes.
Yeah.
You owe this much money.
So we'll talk about House Bill 67, see if we can make anything up about that. Okay, so how dirty is Charlotte? That's a particular question that I saw over on the internet over the weekend as well. And somebody ranked cities across top 10 cities here we'll go with. And I saw this in a post. Now, whether or not
What?
this is based on complaints. So this is somebody who went around, ranked the complaints based on uncleanliness style complaints within
That
particular
means that
cities.
these. All right, I'll let you. We can carry on.
You
here.
can go, but I'm calling false on this one.
You don't think
calling
this is
false.
real?
No, I'm calling.
I'm calling false.
I'm calling false.
Okay,
But
so
who
I'm
we-
calling Pahooey. Yeah, I was
This is
about to
Pahooey
do.
hooey.
I
This
was
is hot
about to-
lava.
I was about to Pahooey hooey this real quick.
all right, so you don't think it's real at all?
No.
I think it's real, but I don't think just because somebody complains that it's dirty doesn't mean that it's the dirtiest city.
Where are
It
these
just means we got
complaints?
standards.
Are they on Yelp? Like, where are they getting these complaints?
We got the highest standards.
Yelp
Justin, your list that you compiled here, ranking all the complaints. I'm coming at you.
Okay, you can come at me. I'm just gonna give you the raw numbers then
Go
here
for
that are in
it.
this. And well, we're gonna do it on the other side. I'm not gonna do it right now. And then also
Well,
got
you can run through this. We got plenty of time.
I've done more with less. Also want to tell you about a new proposed tax. Now this one hasn't made its way here yet, but just something to be on the lookout
It's
for.
possible.
It's not impossible. I'd say that in certain cities, around maybe not the dirtiest cities, the clean cities might. No, wait, the clean cities probably wouldn't do the tax. The dirty cities might.
Fireworks? Yes, please. The real sparks fly when we're back. Stick around. Good Morning LKN returns on WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, happy back to school day if you haven't gone back already. And boy, oh boy, do we have some absolutely stunning weather as we kick off a new work week. Still warm today. High temperatures warming into the mid-80s, partly cloudy. But overnight, we'll drop down into the low 60s. Even a few spots around the lake that could dip into the upper 50s by early Tuesday morning. And then a cooler week of weather with high temperatures only around 80. Mainly dry. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Now is the right time to buy or sell your home. I'm Matt Madison with Madison & Company Realty. With high interest rates, low inventory, and a lot of people moving to our area, it makes people wonder. But we have the answers for you. Call us at Madison & Company Realty in Statesville to help you navigate the real estate market. 704-873-7700. Visit us online at MadisonCompanyRealtyNC.com. Madison & Company Realty, we've got you covered.
I'll be honest, I wanted to be a diva. Why feel guilty? Let me help you be a diva for a few hours a week. Yes, I'm Andrea, owner of Spotless Cleaning. Our guarantee? It is very special. If you're unhappy, we'll do it again. Still unhappy? Your fee is donated to a charity of your choice. the docinho de coco guarantee. To honor my grandparents, who taught me both a spotless house and time to live life big are important. Spotless Cleaning and C.com.
Need a ride? ICATS has you covered. Tuesdays to the VA in Salisbury, Thursday to Winston-Salem, and Fridays to Hickory. Plus, run errands every day around Iredell County for just $1. Visit rideicats.com.
Are you sick of running out of hot water? Whether it's in the middle of a shower or doing dishes, cold water's never fun. Say goodbye to those surprises with a Rinnai tankless water heater from GMV Energy. This energy-efficient propane-powered solution heats water instantly, so you'll never run out again. Plus, it saves money and frees up space. Propane models start at just $295 after rebates. Visit any G&B Energy location or gbenergy.com to learn more.
Ready to take control of your weight with real medical support? At Renew Specialty Group, we offer semaglutide, tirzepatide, and now retatrutide with complimentary consultations, personalized plans, and real results. Visit RenewHealthWellnessNC.com. Your transformation starts here.
Hi, this is Bob McIntosh with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Since 1997, we have been committed to providing our clients with competent, caring, and experienced legal services. Learn more at McIntoshLawFirm.com.
When you have problems with your heating system, you need SHA Mechanical. Serving the region since 1975, SHA will make sure your system always stays in the best condition. Visit SHA Mechanical online at shamechanical.com.
Who is this? This is 105.9 100.7.
WSIC. Local starts here.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. K-Cup and soda maker Keurig Dr. Pepper is buying the parent of Peet's brand coffee for $18 billion. Amsterdam-based JDE Peet's sells coffee around the world under more than 24 brand names. It is the distributor for Maxwell House coffee outside the U.S. Starbucks will cut back the hours of operation for the plants that roast and package its coffee beans. The coffee company says it no longer needs to run the plants around the clock 7 days a week. Starting in January, the facilities in 5 states will switch to 5-day schedules to cut costs. Investors are always waiting for the next big event. Last week, it was Fed Chair Jerome Powell's keynote address in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. For the first half of this week, it will be NVIDIA's quarterly results. The artificial intelligence chipmaker is scheduled to report after the markets close on Wednesday. After that, the inflation gauge favored by the Fed will be on deck. It comes out on Friday. Jeff Bellinger, Bloomberg Radio.
Number one for talk in Lake Norman, Statesville.
105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, LKN is back with more shenanigans and spotless cleaning support because this show's messier than your kitchen. WSIC, local starts here.
Good morning, okay, at 7:34. Happy Monday to you. Want to start off dirty on a Monday? You go to Charlotte. At least that's what this article from the New York Post says, that if you are wondering as far as the dirtiest cities in the country, Charlotte is on that list. Now, this is by complaints. This is by, I guess this is what the line says as far as the data goes. Here's a list of the dirtiest U.S. cities and the amount of complaints. Each has received.
Is that what they said?
Each has received per 100,000 population.
Okay.
So number one at the top, and this isn't to throw shade at it. I've seen The Wire. Baltimore.
Shame.
They're at the top.
I've never been to Baltimore.
I've never been.
You guys would love it.
Shame.
Yeah. Is it dirty?
Is it dirty?
No, you can swim in the harbor now. It's beautiful.
Okay.
Shame.
Is that real?
Yeah, you can't swim in the harbor now. I don't think many people from the area would choose to swim in the harbor, but the mayor did it. So, yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
They had a big announcement. Yeah, we cleaned out the harbor.
Didn't the mayor of France swim in wasn't that last year, swimming in the Seine River?
Yeah, the poop water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're cleaning out grimy gripes. Hooey.
Number 2.
Swimming in it.
Sacramento, California is number 2 on the list. I've been to Sacramento.
Really?
I don't remember it being that dirty, but that was 10 years ago.
Okay.
And I didn't see all of it.
Shame.
You know, we went to a house,
Shame.
we went to an In-N-Out Burger, and I think we went to church.
Shame.
And that was
all
my
clean.
as far as the places I visited in
Shame.
Sacramento. Thought it was a lovely town. A little bit too desertish for me, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond that,
I was wondering because I have no idea what Sacramento looks and feels like.
so it's about 2 hours from San Francisco.
Okay.
North or
North
south?
or south? Big question.
And
Gotcha.
it's
Yep,
flat.
we're there.
It's a lot of flat, except when you look out in the distance, there's parts where you can see like mountains that aren't flat.
That's
Right.
the most crazy thing about the West Coast that I have trouble explaining because I just feel like I sound silly. It's just how far you can see.
Yes.
You can just
yes.
see a great more distance.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I always feel like I'm crazy coming back and explaining that whenever you guys send me out west and I come back.
Yeah. Same with
I was on
Texas.
that lava.
Did you bring your go bag with you today? 'Cause
Yeah, I had
We
that
may be
hooey
sending
gooey.
we may be sending you out west later today.
Excellent.
I feel the same way about Texas, though. You could just see for miles and miles
I
and
can
miles. And
see.
It just feels real weird.
What'd you like about it? I can just see
just-
so much.
You just see a lot.
What I can see on this list is above number 4, which was Los Angeles, by the way. Los Angeles got ranked 4th. So third, Charlotte, North Carolina. 31.
Shame.
We're in the winner's circle, guys.
31,112 is the magic number. Los Angeles only 21,612. They either lost the complaints or they just gave up
I
filing
think it's
them. One
just
of the
the
two.
people just aren't complaining. Yeah, they're just like,
There's
it's
nothing we
just
can do about
dirty.
it?
There's
Yeah,
nothing
they-
we're going to do
They're
about
used to it. Yeah, no more grimy. What is it?
it. Grimy grapes.
Grimy grapes. I love that.
Not grapes, gripes.
Gra-
Yeah. Also, grimy grapes. You can also
Great
find
business.
on the
Great
streets.
band name?
Yeah.
Grimy grapes.
So
Yeah.
Charlotte being the dirty. Bill, you live in the city.
I do.
Your thoughts?
Some days are dirtier than most, but overall, I love the city. I think it's a rather clean city. You can definitely catch some beautiful times there.
Do you ever see anything grimy that you say to
Oh,
yourself?
I see some grimy things, but I've seen it in other cities. I lived in Atlanta as well.
Okay. But this I think is contributing to the point here. Of,
Have you ever submitted a grimy grape?
have you ever submitted a complaint related to said griminess?
Grimy grape.
I have not.
So either people in Charlotte, it's really dirty,
right,
and we're on the precipice of something huge here.
Correct.
Or two, people in Charlotte just really love to complain.
Right.
And to where it's like, but most people in the country doesn't even bother them. Charlotte's like, ew, grimy.
This is grimy. I have to make a call.
I have to complain about this
I have to submit my grape.
in an official capacity.
Exactly.
I have a grimy grape. I'll hold. No, I'll hold.
You call 311.
I will hold.
Do not call 311 to your grimy grape.
Push 7.
844 Studio 4 for
There
your
you go.
grimy
Call that
grape.
with your grimy grape.
You'll be directed directly to the grimy grape department.
Mm-hmm.
All right. My issue with this list, and these are not numbered on here.
But we can count down.
All right.
you
Well,
know.
okay. Way down where New York City is. Like, way down.
Yeah,
way down the list.
They have really low standards.
It's so dirty.
I mean,
like,
but-
they literally just throw their garbage on the street.
But they're used to it. Like garbage pickup happens that way.
Well, next time I go to New York City, I'm submitting all my grimy grapes because they need to be moved up the list. They are dirty. They are dirty.
You need an official registered.
There's rats who just
zip
like,
code.
they're just like, hey, our rat population is less than Chicago's this year. Congratulations. Also, is Chicago on this list?
Chicago is on the list. Yes,
So they're dirty too.
they're down there toward
They
the
win
bottom
in
as well.
rats every year. So why they're not at the top? Who's not complaining about
Okay,
that?
but someone else. Okay, let me go the inverse here. Someone else who made the list, Milwaukee. Would you envision? I couldn't imagine Milwaukee being
been.
dirty.
Cheese and beer.
Yeah.
That's
dirty.
not dirty.
Man. That's dirty.
That's
dog.
not-
That's dirty. Cheese everywhere. Beer cans everywhere.
All right.
Cheese everywhere. I'm not
Got that
upset with
Hawaiian
the-
yogurt everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Buffalo? You think Buffalo's dirty?
I think it's so cold. If you drop something,
You're gonna
are you
complain?
picking it up?
We're gonna complain. But this is complaints.
Right.
This is the amount
See,
of
this
people
is this list needs to be called the amount of cities with the most complaints.
with the
versus
complainers, most
dirt. Yeah,
complainers.
most
Or the
complainers.
city with the highest standards.
Yeah, is that what it is?
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I like that narrative.
Okay.
Yeah,
Flip
yeah,
it
yeah.
over.
We're gonna
Yeah,
do
yeah.
that instead. Then we're
Yeah.
gonna say
you
we're
have
this.
standards.
we
This
have
is not my Charlotte. You must clean it up.
All right, let's see how they rank next year. Then we'll wait on the next round of complaints. And
I'm
grimy
just going to be
grapes.
traveling to some of these cities who are low on the list and submitting my grimy grapes when I get there. All right, I do have a list here for you that maybe you'll agree with a little bit more.
Okay.
The wealthiest suburbs. Just take a guess at which one. The wealthiest suburb of Charlotte and
Of Charlotte?
yeah.
Okay.
This is by Go Banking, who did this study.
I see the headline, so I'm not surprised with this one.
Yeah.
Davidson.
Davidson wins #1 wealthiest suburb of Charlotte. Surprise, surprise.
You know, that data transpires. If you go to liveworkplaylkn.com and you click on real estate, we've got some really cool reports there for real estate, something that we really enjoy as well.
Do they have a McDonald's in Davidson?
No, they do not.
Heck no, man.
No.
No. What? They ain't even got Chick-fil-A in here.
No Chick-fil-A.
Wow.
I don't know, on the campus of the college.
I don't think they
might
have any fast food in Davidson. Unless
Nope.
you consider Wits.
No, that's not fast food, though.
I mean,
It
Carburritos
does count as a meal.
Well, yes, it does count as a meal, but not fast food.
Carburritos is a restaurant.
Carburritos is like the closest to fast food, though.
Hey, putting Carburritos as a QSR too?
No, I'm
Hey,
not. It's good. It's
Look out.
good.
She's hating on Carburritos
I love
again.
Carburritos. I love to run in there and get me a quesadilla.
Right.
Yeah, the study was based on U.S. Census data from 2023.
Yeah, and if I look at, and again, if you go to liveworkplaylkn.com, and we've got real estate reports there for each individual city. So I'm literally looking at the live report right now for Davidson. Average active list price on a residential property in Davidson as of right now, $1,117,222.
What? Average?
Average price of a residential listing in Davidson right now. There's
That's a surprise.
209 active residential listings as well in Davidson. 50 land listings with an average price of $776,000. So yeah, I would say that probably
That tracks.
that tracks pretty good right there.
If you take a look at the home of the week too, before I change it out tomorrow, you can take a look at that house with the vineyard on it. So.
Only a $14 million.
Only
estate.
14. Nice little bargain, but yeah, that was a fun one to look at.
All right, let's hit this tax here then before the break. One of the travel places that you may want to go to. You ever been to Australia? You ever wanted to go to Australia?
I don't want to go to Australia.
Okay. I think it would be cool to go to Australia. They got a lot of
cool.
They got cool stuff there.
I can't wait for you to go and tell me all about it because I don't really care to go.
I'll talk to you the entire plane ride there.
Thank
you. But they're looking at potentially a new tax in Australia related to housing, and this is what they believe to help cure some of the housing issues as they describe it. So a lot of places have 3 bedrooms on average, they say there in Australia, but most households, significant percentage, only 1 or 2 people. So what they're talking about, at least this is the idea that's been floated out, how far it makes, I don't know, taxing people for not using their bedrooms.
What?
And so if you're not using your bedroom,
what?
You can pay a tax, and then that way they can use the money for other stuff. Or what they believe, this is what the other side is arguing. Okay, if we start taxing people for not using their bedrooms, since the average is 3 bedrooms, the average house, most people 1 or 2 people per house, they'll sell the house and downsize, thus opening up more inventory to the marketplace.
Okay.
Forcing people out of
My
their
parents have been making all kinds of tax breaks. We had 6 people in 3 bedrooms.
So at some point the equation reverses.
Yeah, give me my money.
If you're sharing rooms.
Right. I shared until I was 14. I need my money back.
So Australia might be the place to be at if you're looking for good housing, because it seems like some might be hitting the market
oh my
here.
Goodness, that's wild.
Real soon. So just an idea flowing out there. You know, I think some of the dirty cities could adopt this too.
Yeah.
We'll be right back with more Good Morning LKN and zero judgment about your dirty dishes. Spotless cleaning gets it. WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, happy back to school day if you haven't gone back already. And boy, oh boy, do we have some absolutely stunning weather as we kick off a new work week. Still warm today. High temperatures warming into the mid-80s, partly cloudy. But overnight, we'll drop down into the low 60s. Even a few spots around the lake that could dip it to the upper 50s by early Tuesday morning. And then a cooler week of weather with high temperatures only around 80. Mainly dry. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. On Thursday, August 28th, the 500 Club in Statesville presents the Thirsty Thursday tournament at 5:30 p.m. and wine tasting at 6. Click on the 500 Club online for more information on golf lessons, club memberships, wine tasting, tournaments, and tee times. Rocky Lynn performs Friday night on the Plaza at Birkdale Village in Huntersville. The free Live Under the Oaks outdoor concert series powered by Waves Entertainment begins at 6 p.m. Grab your friends and your chairs for the Rocky Lynn concert Friday at Brookdale Village. The Iredell County Fair begins Friday at the fairgrounds in Troutman and continues through September 6th. The Statesville Kiwanis Club features carnival rides for all ages, competitive 4-H exhibits, animal shows, fireworks on Labor Day, and more. Visit IredellFair.com for more information on hours, tickets, entertainment, and daily schedules. The Iredell County Fair begins Friday at the fairgrounds in Troutman. See the top riders from the Monster Energy AMA Supercross Championship on Saturday, September 6th, as they compete on a custom-built course at ZMAX Dragway. The playoff opener features a two-moto format for the 450cc class and 250cc class, promising plenty of drama and excitement from the moment the gates drop. Click on CharlotteMotorspeedway.com for tickets, a track map, and information on other 2025 events. Mark your calendars. Green Jeans Consignment returns to Concord September 9th to 14th at 601 Milestone Venue. Shop boutique finds, consign your closet, and feel beautiful on a budget. Details at greenjeansale.com. Stay up to date and find out about local events, job opportunities, real estate information, and more. Visit liveworkplaylkn.com and sign up for the weekly newsletter. That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Back like mosquitoes and flip-flops. This is Good Morning LKN, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, okay. 7:48. Happy Monday to you. Definitely. Yeah. School starting soon. That's what that means.
I want to revisit the story we talked about last segment. Is that okay?
Which
Talking
one?
about the bedrooms. The
Sure.
tax
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the bedrooms.
Australia?
Yeah. Thoughts on that? How's that going to work?
So Australia puts out, someone's floating an idea from Australia, and this one, this landed, look, I think this website's real, news.com.
Yeah, that sounds legit. News.com.
So here's the headline. Call for households with spare bedrooms to be taxed to free up market amid homes shortage. And the article talks about just over 60% of houses are lived in by one or two people. However, the most common size of a dwelling for more than 3/4 of the properties, 75%, 3 bedrooms or more. And so the idea of, okay, if we implement a tax, a levy tax, if you don't use the bedroom, if you don't have the appropriate people to match the number of bedrooms, we're going to tax you.
So if they do I guess they do a census in Australia too, like they do here, but they do a census. Your house is 3 bedrooms. Your census says you have 2 people living in the house.
$20,000.
You're just going to pay an extra tax per year.
Yeah, some big number.
What if you're like, well, sometimes we get mad at each other and I need to go sleep in another room?
Well, there's 3 bedrooms.
Oh, wait, never mind. Okay. So 3 people, 3 bedrooms would be
Correct.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah. 1-to-1 ratio.
Even like Rob and I and Katie live there and there's 3, but that's fine. 3 bedrooms to people. What if my dog likes to go sleep in that room?
Can't vote, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unfortunately. So the idea here being, okay, if the tax being a motivator, will there be some people that stay? Sure. That'll pay the tax. That helps the government out so they can spend more money. They like that. The other side of the coin is the public policy debate that if you tax somebody, most people aren't going to want to pay the tax.
Right.
They would rather move and upend their life than
Right.
pay the tax.
Right.
And they would move to a house that matches number of people to number of bedrooms. Because
Do they make 2-bedroom houses? It's hard to find one of those.
yeah, they have 2 bedrooms.
Maybe in
yeah.
Australia. Maybe that's
Townhouse, probably townhouse. More than
okay.
some old school houses for sure. Some bungalows, we could say.
Move down to Bondi Beach.
Yeah, there you go. See, so this is socialism at work. Pretty much is what
That's
I
what it's
describe
kind of
it.
is sounding like to
Yeah.
me. I don't like them telling me I can't have a big house.
So if you're
what about my
going-
knives?
If you were going to shop for a house, you find the perfect house, but you have 4 people in your house that has 5 bedrooms.
Tax.
And then you're like, oh, I'm going to have to pay the tax. But everything about this house is perfect, except for there's 2. Do you just have another kid just to justify it?
Okay, now we're talking about increasing the population of the world. Is that
Right.
also another
Is that a
public
better
policy?
Is that a better policy?
Pro-socialism here.
Yeah.
What do I need to do? I just fill up my closet with cement, and now it's no longer a bedroom.
True. Or if you're on septic, just
Yeah.
you blow it up.
No, that's my
But who we
storage
doing?
room. That's not a bedroom. That's my storage room. It's
Right.
just store stuff like bedroom furniture, a dresser,
A vanity.
but I use it for storage.
Yeah, I could definitely
It's a
see
walk-in
people.
closet.
It's similar to probably when the tolls first started, and you saw the stories about people having like the blow up
Blow-up,
dolls
yes.
in the car. You're probably gonna start seeing that in Australia a lot more.
That's where I went. Like, not that I ever did this, Mom, in case you're listening. I never just like pretended like I was in my room and snuck out. I never put the pillows under the bed. Never. But just saying, something like that. Yeah, there's another person. They're sleeping. Don't bother them.
And then, what are they doing to verify? Is it that you have to, show a lease like with a roommate?
Yeah, because when I fill out the survey, I'm just coloring in the bubbles.
Right.
It's very easy to color 3 instead of 2.
Oopsies.
It's not that hard.
Honest mistake.
Right. But hooey.
So this is a terrible idea. I think we can agree with that.
Yeah, it's a really bad idea.
It's trying to force people to do something that they shouldn't have to do. But that's why, thankfully we live in America. But again, some of these dirty cities, property rights are state by state. There is definitely some property rights when we're talking about federally. But as far as real estate goes, you're talking state to state here.
I mean, there's not a lot of available homes in the Lake Norman area.
You don't
right
think
now either.
California would try to implement something like this? You don't think New York, you don't think what's his name for the Democratic Party isn't going to try to implement this for New York City if he gets elected? You out your mind. Of course he's going to. He's already talking about
to do that? Really?
He's already talking about, I can't remember, Zawandi or whatever his name is. He's already talking about government-owned grocery stores.
What?
That's the style he wants to go for, is the government owns the grocery store.
What's the point of that? They
Control
can control
the
the pricing?
Yeah. And also who
Nah.
can buy what.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah, it's a terrible idea. Again, it's called socialism.
Y'all
That's
don't
what it's
like
called.
government control.
I don't like much control.
Yeah. I'm with you.
I'm still working on it with Demi. It's
I was about to say.
You don't need a two-front war.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
I don't need one more person trying to tell me what to do. I got enough already. Got enough people bossing
Our
me
house
around
is
already.
full of leadership. That's what we like to say. It's not. No, they're not bossy man. We've got a household of leaders.
Leaders. I'm
Oh
gonna start
my
using
God.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Training
we don't
up
argue.
the
We
next
just
generation.
we have spirited debates.
Yeah.
No arguments in
absolutely.
our house though.
I don't know too, because like if you're on an island in Australia, so it's like you can't really like leave. Like, you know what I mean? That's the other unique thing about Australia. They tell you you're gonna do it. What are you gonna do? Ride a kangaroo off into the sunset? Like, what are you gonna do?
I think you're moving down to Bondi Beach with Bill.
You're gonna have to. Well, with the knives. Bring the knives with you.
My issue with Australia is just the size of their insects. So I just couldn't handle that.
They're very regulated. I think we've talked about. Have you watched Border Patrol Australia?
No.
You have got to watch Border Patrol Australia. First off, Australia is wild for what they don't allow into the country, which I get. They got to protect their species. Don't bring nothing. Just plan to buy.
Don't bring anything.
Whatever you need in Australia. 2, people are crazy in the world for what they try to bring into the country. One lady had full chickens in her bag, thinking she was going to be able to sneak them into Australia.
Chickens, just live chickens. In
They
her
weren't
bag?
alive.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Just chickens.
But I guess people just culturally around the world just travel differently.
Travel
you know
with
what I
chickens.
mean? Got to be
You never know.
a chicken carry-on.
The hooey.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, we'll see what changes there with housing there for Australia. Little League World Series was finished up over the weekend. There is a new champion, and it's Chinese Taipei. They beat Nevada in the Little League World Series over the weekend. I'm not super familiar with how many teams from across, I would say, the globe, given that it was.
How many international teams there are?
Is this an international team or is this a different team?
This is an international team.
Okay, they beat Nevada.
Yeah, I think
in
they
the
have like
Little
an
League World
international
Series.
tournament and a national tournament, and then the winners play each other.
Okay, so Nevada won the national tournament, we'll assume.
You don't even have to assume, yes.
Chinese Taipei won the
International.
The international.
international,
So
and
they were
they've now
playing
played
like
each
the other
other.
countries, yeah.
Yeah, Chinese Taipei. I'm pretty sure they crushed
Yeah,
Nevada.
they're very skilled.
7-0, I think is what the
Oh.
score was. I think I could be wrong on that.
Yeah.
Let's hope I'm wrong on that.
No, you're not.
But, okay, I'm not wrong on that.
Yeah, they won.
But good for them
Yeah,
for winning.
Good on you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, for winning. That's cool that they're doing like the international thing too. Does make it interesting, I think, back to the betting conversation, because we read last week they put out that statement saying that they're not interested in betting in their leagues happening when we're talking about the kids. But when you go to an international stage like this, hard to imagine that there's not some level of gambling or betting going on.
It is allowed right now, right? Though
That's a fair question.
I think it is allowed now, but they're talking about getting rid of
Disallowing.
it. Yeah, removing it.
I made all sorts of loot.
You made all sorts of
Loot.
Hooey hooey. Is that what you
Loot money.
said? Loot money.
From the little leagues.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, see, okay, so it is possible. Yeah. Not on Robinhood though. You got to do it on like a sports betting app though, right?
Yeah.
You can't.
I don't
sports
use
bet.
Robinhood.
Okay, you can't sports bet on there. Warner Brothers working on a new biopic for Kobe Bryant, supposedly coming out here in a little bit. I'm surprised that one hasn't come out already. To be honest with you,
That's a great point.
Yeah.
because with how fast most movies now move, like after significant events, it's like the Netflix documentary comes out the following week.
Yeah, it's usually
after
pretty quick.
almost every single event. Basically, the new news.
Oh wait, this is actually I'm reading here.
I
It's not
see
going
the
to be a
note, yeah.
biopic about Kobe Bryant. It's about the behind the scenes 1996 NBA drafting of Kobe Bryant from the point of view of John Nash and John Calipari. This is interesting for Charlotte. Do you know who drafted Kobe Bryant? The
Who?
Charlotte Hornets.
Really?
Yes.
Little known fact.
The
Oh, I didn't
Charlotte
know
Hornets.
that.
Yes, he was drafted by the Charlotte Hornets and basically said, "I don't want to play in Charlotte."
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
So there's the riff with Kobe.
That story sounds as accurate as any could be for the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I think we got Vlade Divac.
Also, are we
couple
now
players from-
anti-Kobe at this point because of that?
I'm not anti. I'm over it.
No, I think
You've
we've
moved
moved
past
past.
it.
I've
we've
moved past.
it.
Yeah, I've moved past.
I watched the movie Air over the weekend about Nike and Michael Jordan, and yeah, great movie. I had not seen it
Was
yet.
that a documentary or a movie?
No, it's just a movie.
Oh,
feature
it's the
film.
one where
Yeah,
they
it's got
tried
like,
to, where Nike wanted to get Jordan. I
Yes.
think
Yeah,
is
it's like
what that
Ben
all was.
Affleck.
Ben
Yeah,
Affleck, Matt Damon, and I can't remember who else was in
Matt
it.
Damon.
It was a fantastic movie, though.
Because they pitched Jordan, right? Isn't that the way the
They
story
pitched
goes?
Jordan,
They
yeah.
pitched Jordan.
Yeah, and they were the first ones to kind of use the star, like instead of just having the star wear the shoe was kind of created around the star player. Anyway, just all that with
Slippery slope.
sport movies, and yeah, just made me think of that one. But a great movie. Older, I don't know how long it's been out, 2-3 years maybe. Great movie, but yeah, I'd be interested to watch this, especially from this perspective about drafting.
If you could go back in time, would you change your career? What would you do?
NBA.
Yeah, I don't know what I would do if I changed my career. Yeah, I'd probably be some big sports star.
I'd probably be a dentist.
A dentist?
Yeah, I think I would be.
Yeah.
If I could go back, I probably would. Although I start to question it when certain people.
If this is a teeth video, I gotta take my headphones off. Just let me know.
No. There's no teeth video, but there's
Okay.
a story. And I guess because I feel like I could do better than this. At least I think I could. I don't know if I could. A Florida woman was arrested for unlicensed dental work. Allegedly, she was using super glue on victims' teeth.
No.
And
Is this part of that lateral entry?
part of that program. So
Excellent.
with shortage of dentists in the area.
Hadn't passed that one test.
Oh no.
I was very clear though with the disclaimer when they walked through my garage into the kitchen as far as what to expect and
Right.
the expectations, both about what knowledge I have,
Right.
as well as the sterility of the instruments I use, and
Right. Straight from the tube.
also sterility is a word.
Yeah.
You can look that up,
Mm-hmm.
frontwards and backwards.
Serving you better than ever before. WSIC, Statesville, W290DK Mooresville, W264CU Statesville.
Hi, this is Bob McIntosh with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Since 1997, we have been committed to providing our clients with competent, caring, and experienced legal services. Learn more at McIntoshLawFirm.com.
He could be sent to Uganda. Gianna Gelosi, Fox News. Kilmar Abrego Garcia has arrived at a Baltimore ICE facility. Immigration officials say they plan to deport him to Uganda after he rejected a plea deal to be sent to Costa Rica in exchange for pleading guilty to smuggling charges.
Family members and supporters are planning a prayer vigil and rally for Abrego Garcia, also outside of the offices here, including court-appointed special advocates, also known as CASA. In a statement, CASA's chief of organizing and leadership says, quote, Kilmar is being made an example of a martyr for having the courage to stand up to this administration's illegal deportation practices. They're throwing the entire federal apparatus at one father of three to prove that no one should dare challenge their authority. These torturous behaviors must end at once. Enough is enough, end quote. Abrego Garcia was released Friday from a Tennessee jail where he was being held on human smuggling charges. He was sent there back in June after being deported to El Salvador.
Now, that is Olivia Dance of Fox 45 Baltimore. Meanwhile, the Trump administration is eyeing Chicago as it looks to expand its effort to cut crime across the country. The city could get similar treatment to D.C., where 2,000 troops have been deployed.
The White House says there were 93 arrests in D.C., including 46 illegal aliens. In Maryland, next door, Governor Wes Moore has invited President Trump to visit Baltimore. Moore rejected the idea the guard is needed in his city with the second highest murder rate. President Trump has declined the invitation on Truth Social. Now, Missouri Senator Eric Schmidt says he welcomes federal support and more officers in the city of St. Louis, which, of course, has the highest murder rate in the country.
And that is Fox's Lucas Tomlinson. Maryland Governor Wes Moore says the operations would be unsustainable from a financial standpoint, claiming a cost of $1 million per day. America's listening to Fox News.
Hey, it's Mike Rowe, and if you want to do business with a company that actually stands for something, switch to Pure Talk. I did. Sure, I appreciate being on America's most dependable 5G network with unlimited talk and text for just $20 a month. But what I really appreciate is Pure Talk's commitment to our military and to our skilled workforce. That matters to me. Save 50% off your first month when you dial pound 250 and say keyword Mike Rowe. Pure Talk, a wireless company that actually stands for something.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The Justice Department releasing transcripts and audio from its interview with Jeffrey Epstein co-conspirator Ghislaine Maxwell.
Ghislaine Maxwell telling Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche she never witnessed any inappropriate activity by former President Bill Clinton or President Donald Trump.
I actually never saw the president in any type of massage setting. I never witnessed the president in any inappropriate setting in any way. The president was never inappropriate with anybody.
Also saying she is not aware of any Jeffrey Epstein client list and does not believe Epstein died by suicide. Maxwell, who is seeking a pardon or commutation from the president, is serving a 20-year prison sentence for helping Epstein traffic and abuse underage girls. Her lawyer, David Marcus, praising the DOJ for releasing the transcript and audio, saying people could judge for themselves. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
Now, the DOJ turned over thousands of pages of documents related to Epstein to the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee Friday in response to a subpoena. Ukraine's war with Russia rages on as the Eastern European nation marked its Independence Day yesterday. Fox's Marianne Rafferty.
Ukraine is stepping up attacks against Russian energy facilities. Kyiv is using drones to strike refineries and pumping stations, part of an effort to hurt Russia's war machine. And their efforts appear to be working. Gasoline prices are soaring across the country. Russia is also accusing Ukraine of launching attacks on a nuclear power plant. Officials say it sparked a fire that was quickly put out. Meantime, world leaders are showing support for Ukraine as the country celebrates its 34th Independence Day from the Soviet Union. President Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping were among those delivering messages of support.
Now, President Trump continues his push to bring Russian Ukraine leaders together to talk peace, but no date has been set for a potential summit. And Sinaloa cartel leader Ismael Amayo Zambada is expected to plead guilty to federal drug trafficking charges today before a judge in Brooklyn. I'm Gianna Gelosi. This is Fox News.
Well, happy back to school day if you haven't gone back already. And boy, oh boy, do we have some absolutely stunning weather as we kick off a new work week. Still warm today. High temperatures warming into the mid-80s, partly cloudy. But overnight, we'll drop down into the low 60s. Even a few spots around the lake that could dip into the upper 50s by early Tuesday morning. And then a cooler week of weather with high temperatures only around 80. Mainly dry. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Are you sick of running out of hot water? Whether it's in the middle of a shower or doing dishes, cold water's never fun. Say goodbye to those surprises with a Rinnai tankless water heater from GMV Energy. This energy-efficient propane-powered solution heats water instantly, so you'll never run out again. Plus, it saves money and frees up space. Propane models start at just $295 after rebates. Visit any G&B Energy location or gbenergy.com to learn more.
Warning, no lifeguard on duty. We're back with more Good Morning LKN, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, okay, 8:06. Happy Monday. If you're heading on into school coming up soon here, it's your first day maybe, or maybe you just dropped a youngin' off at school. Congratulations, you did it. You made it through the summer. And,
Happy first day of school, everybody.
They'll be thriving. It's a great opportunity. Enjoy it. Have fun. You're going to learn a lot. That's a good thing. Jay White, Centralina Realty, going to be joining us at 8:30. Looking forward to chatting about the market and what's going on. Will the Fed lower interest rates? Don't know. Doesn't matter. Not sure. When the average sales price is over $1 million in Davidson, do you need to lower interest rates?
What is interest rate? What are they right now? 6?
Prevailing? I don't know, to be honest with you, off the top of my head. I
Jay
don't.
will know, though.
Yeah, Jay will know that answer. For sure.
Yeah. When the average price is over $1 million, that's wild to me. That is completely wild to me. I'm going to go on Live Work Play later today and look at all of them and see what they are.
Patrick Reynolds, host of the Home Ad Show Monday through Friday, 9 to 11. Whether you're buying, selling, or celebrating birthdays and anniversaries, you're hanging out with Patrick Reynolds. We'll hang out with him. I've got somebody for the birthday wheel. Although, I guess technically, well, we'll find out. We'll talk to Patrick about that one. Yeah,
all right. I didn't controversy in the birthday wheel?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. All right, let's talk about House Bill 67 for a moment here. This one I've seen some stuff online, and so I wanted to make sure we
This even made my timeline this weekend.
Okay, so wanted to make sure we at least brought it up. And it depends on what perspective you have on the current system and setup and status of it all, will likely determine which side you're going to fall on this. So House Bill 67 was designed ultimately from, again, why it came forward, being a shortage in the medical field, a shortage of professional staff, and the availability of physician's assistants and certain medical providers. I don't even like using the word doctor because I don't know where the line is of like, you're a doctor after you do your residency or you do the, certain tests or you do these things, these certain quantifiable steps in the process to obtain license for being a medical doctor in North Carolina. But House Bill 67 has tweaked a concept. And I'm going to read through. This is the North Carolina Medical Board's perspective. So this is straight from ncmedboard.org. So this is the way the North Carolina Medical Board is framing up the provisions within House Bill 67 and their perspective on it. It allows the state of North Carolina to join both the Interstate Medical Licensure Compact. A compact is a group of other people within it. And the Physician Assistants Interstate Licensure Compact. So again, you've got the medical licensure, interstate medical licensure, and physician's assistant compacts, providing a pathway for physicians and PAs licensed in other compact states to practice in our state. So, okay, if you're in other states, I would hope that the standards are the same because, again, we're under America together, so you would hope that there would be some kind of uniformity there.
Right.
Likely not. There's obviously differences. We know that now at this point. However, okay, if you're part of a different state, you're part of one of these compacts, there is a lateral entry-like road to practice here in North Carolina. Creation of a new licensure pathway for internationally trained physicians who have an offer of full-time employment at an NC-licensed hospital or a medical practice in certain rural counties where an NC-licensed physician is physically practicing on site. We'll come back to that one because that, I think, is where the most controversy lies. Authorizing team-based practice and waiving physician supervision for experienced PAs.
That's a big one, too.
That's pretty big. Setting practice criteria for clinical pharmacist practitioners, including the requirement to practice under the supervision of a licensed physician. All right, so going back to the second one here, creation of a new licensure pathway for internationally trained physicians who have an offer of full-time employment at an NC licensed hospital or a medical practice in certain rural counties where an NC licensed physician is physically practicing on site. So this is the one where I saw most of the controversy and discussion at online, having to do with that internationally trained physician. So people coming over on particular visas,
Right.
becoming doctors in the United States, practicing at North Carolina hospitals without passing certain U.S. or North Carolina-based testing and procedures that have been the standard for years throughout the state, throughout the country. Does that bother you at all? Issue at all? Now, it's not every county, too. It's rural counties, which, again, was where this all started. The need in rural counties for additional healthcare providers, physicians, really, PAs. And so solving that by tweaking the requirements of licensure.
Are there that many people coming from other countries who are trying to get jobs? Like, I guess that's what I didn't know. Is that going to solve the problem?
I think now that this is, able to be, because Governor Stein has signed this is law now.
Right.
I think we will start seeing that data collected because they do have to report, if they're getting H-1 visa, any of those types of visas. The healthcare space, obviously very regulated, and there's many watch groups watching their numbers and all that kind of stuff. So we will see. But the concern being, okay, if you bring in people from internationally, there's also some data I saw out there, and I don't know how the 100% accurateness of it, that typically hospitals with international doctors tend to have more malpractice claims than hospitals that do not have as many international
I haven't
providers.
seen that. That's interesting.
And so I saw that stat. Whether or not that's real or not, again, it's on the internet, so take it for what it's worth.
Right.
But in this case, again, opening the door to those that have not gone through the full process as typically was required in the past, in order, again, for what the NC Medical Board is saying, to assist those rural counties in need. I don't know what the other options are. If you need doctors, if you need physicians, I'm not saying this is right or wrong. I'm just trying to figure it out. Because again, when I go to the doctor, I have to make an appointment 8 months in advance already. I'm used to that already for my annual. And when I get there, it's a really quick appointment. We do what we got to do. Cough, cough. I give blood.
Yeah.
I go home. I get a little ping ping on the app. Your
Now,
cholesterol's
for
right on the border as usual.
For your annual physical, not that big a deal for me. I don't think that wouldn't bother me, but I think if I'm looking at a hospital, if I'm going to the hospital,
Okay.
and then I want to make sure that every doctor, nurse, everybody there who's taking care of me is up to the right standards for my care. So when I think about going, I have a cough, I have the flu, I have whatever, that doesn't bother me as much to see someone who, I feel like most people with common sense can be like, you got the flu, or here's your strep test, or whatever like that. That doesn't bother me. But when I think about going to the hospital, an emergency, or having a surgery or something like that, that's where I feel a little iffy about it. Want to make sure that in an emergency situation, everybody here is using the same standards. But it sounds like they'd have to have a job offer from there. So they've been interviewed. It's not just like they're just walking and be like, hey, I'm a doctor too. Let me go slide into operating room 3.
And you don't want to, I don't think you can necessarily blame all the doctors for everything and costs related in the medical space. You can't just blame the insurance. I think it's everybody kind of blaming everybody. But, if it's the hospital making the decision, can you trust what the hospital's doing? I don't know these people. Yeah. I go to one doctor's appointment, setting aside the kids.
Right.
I go maybe once a year.
Yeah.
And every time I cough or every time I got something going with her, he tells me to bend over. And I don't know what that means.
Just like summer romance, will vanish for a sec, then come back messy. What? More Good Morning OKN coming up on WSIC.
Well, happy back to school day if you haven't gone back already. And boy, oh boy, do we have some absolutely stunning weather as we kick off a new work week. Still warm today. High temperatures warming into the mid-80s, partly cloudy. But overnight, we'll drop down into the low 60s. Even a few spots around the lake that could dip it to the upper 50s by early Tuesday morning. And then a cooler week of weather with high temperatures only around 80, mainly dry. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. On Thursday, August 28th, the 500 Club in Statesville presents the Thirsty Thursday tournament at 5:30 p.m. and wine tasting at 6. Click on the 500 Club online for more information on golf lessons, club memberships, wine tasting, tournaments, and tea times. Rocky Lynn performs Friday night on the Plaza at Birkdale Village in Huntersville. The free Live Under the Oaks outdoor concert series powered by Waves Entertainment begins at 6 p.m. Grab your friends and your chairs for the Rocky Lynn concert Friday at Birkdale Village. The Iredell County Fair begins Friday at the Fairgrounds in Troutman and continues through September 6th. The Statesville Kiwanis Club features carnival rides for all ages, competitive 4-H exhibits, animal shows, fireworks on Labor Day, and more. Visit IredellFair.com for more information on hours, tickets, entertainment, and daily schedules. The Iredell County Fair begins Friday at the Fairgrounds in Troutman. See the top riders from the Monster Energy AMA Supercross Championship on Saturday, September 6th, as they compete on a custom-built course at ZMAX Dragway. The playoff opener features a two-moto format for the 450cc class and 250cc class, promising plenty of drama and excitement from the moment the gates drop. Click on CharlotteMotorspeedway.com for tickets, a track map, and information on other 2025 events. Mark your calendars. Green Jeans Consignment returns to Concord September 9th to 14th at 601 Milestone Venue. Shop boutique finds, consign your closet, and feel beautiful on a budget. Details at greenjeansale.com. Stay up to date and find out about local events, job opportunities, real estate information, and more. Visit liveworkplaylkn.com and sign up for the weekly newsletter. That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Swing for hope at the Next Chapter Station Golf Classic on September 22nd at the 500 Club in Statesville to help bring hope and comfort to children fighting cancer. Your support helps us deliver the book Luke and the Lost Bell to 1,000 hospitals. For more information, visit nextchapterstation.org.
Warning, no lifeguard on duty. We're back with more Good Morning LKN, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, okay, and 8:18. Happy Monday to you. Already starting the week off. First day of school here for those at CMS. You're going to do great. Just remember that confidence. Walking with that swagger.
There you go.
That's what it takes. I got Jay White, Centralina Realty. He's going to be joining us at 8:30. Looking forward to the chat about real estate. A lot of stuff going on. But for now, let's see what's going on outside. RideICATS.com. Alternative transportation, $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte. Cruising in the HOV lane with Jeff. Good morning, sir. How are things looking?
Good morning. No accidents to report. There's some heavy congestion, 77 southbound around Langtree going over the lake this morning. Heavy congestion around Sanford Road and Gilead Road in Huntersville. As you go into the city of Charlotte, if you're trying to get off on Brookshire Freeway, it's backed up this morning all the way to LaSalle Street. Northbound around Gilead Road, heavy congestion in the Huntersville area there. Besides that, everything's looking pretty good. Secondary roads, Statesville, Troutman, and Mooresville, I've not heard of any issues. So hope everybody has a great start to the week.
Absolutely, Jeff. We appreciate you, sir. Have a great day. Be safe out there. Look forward to chatting with you tomorrow.
All right. Have a good day. Bye.
You too. RideICATS.com for that smooth flowing pahoho every single day. You got
Pahooey hooey.
Pahooey hooey. $1 from your front door each day
Jeff
to run
would
errands.
never pahooey hooey on us. Never.
$1 from your front door to run errands around Iredell County. $1 on Tuesdays to go to the VA in Salisbury. $1 on Thursday to go to Winston-Salem. And $1 on Friday to go to Hickory. You just got to schedule it. RideICATS.com. North Carolina Supreme Court came out with a decision last week. I believe this was the Carolina Journal. I saw put this one out. The North Carolina Supreme Court will allow bar owners to move forward with 2 lawsuits against the governor, former governor, I believe Roy Cooper, over COVID-related shutdowns in 2020. In a pair of 5-2 decisions, the court's Republican majority agreed that bar owners could pursue claims that the government violated state constitution rights to the, quote, fruits of their own labor. Both cases will return to trial judges for further action. So basically allowing, it's kind of going down as a right to work kind of case as far as what went down during COVID and telling businesses that they weren't allowed to work,
Right.
or certain businesses were and certain businesses were not. The North Carolina Supreme Court says, no, we're going to let this case go forward and see what happens. So it's not a decision, but it is an allowing of the case to go forward.
But this could open up a big old can of worms.
Big old can of worms.
Big one, because hair salons, nail salons, all the ones that had to shut down for like 6-ish weeks and lose all that revenue. That's a big one.
One of the quotes from the article: the complaint in this case alleges that the defendants impermissibly abridged plaintiffs' fundamental rights to earn a living when, in response to the novel coronavirus disease COVID-19, the governor issued executive orders that either overtly ordered plaintiffs to close their bars or so severely restricted their operations that plaintiffs found it no longer practicable to remain open. Defendants insist the plaintiffs' claims are barred under the doctrine of sovereign immunity and must be dismissed. Obviously, that didn't happen.
So which way you think that this case would go?
I don't like the term sovereign immunity, by the way. I'm not a
'Cause
big
you love
fan of that in the government world.
We already talked about how much you love
don't like
government
that.
telling you what to do.
Gosh. But in this situation, it's expensive, right? Like trials and all that is an expensive process. Bars operate on tight margins as it is. So I'm assuming the law firms in this case are going to be a lot of the ones carrying the weight, if I had to guess, through this, because they likely believe there's a chance for legal, headway here, in essence, based on decisions that were made. That's not an uncommon scenario. You get some big players in the law firm space and advocacy groups that are focused more on constitutional rights, more so than the individual business. Though it's great for the individual business. They were wrong factually, and that's what they believe, and that's what they're going to go forward with. But these are advocacy groups likely coming through, pushing it through to try to set a precedent. Like you said, absolute immunity is a wild term, by the way, sovereign immunity. But you open up the door for bars to sue, to your point, salons and many, many other businesses that could bring cases forward.
Even some would bring down half the staff, so there weren't as many people together. So I don't know. And I guess you have to say, was this a government mandate or was this something that they chose to do on their own? I do know that some bars changed over to private clubs during that time.
Heck yeah, you sign the spiral notebook.
You just
when you
sign
walk
a notebook. You're in the club.
I love those spots.
that was a thing that I saw happening during COVID too. So that's but if this the decisions is made in favor of the bars, then there's gonna be a lot more lawsuits coming out there.
Like walking into Tropicana back in the day with a pack of Marlboro Lights, ready to hang out for a day.
Yeah,
Jeez Louise.
for the day. I got my cigs. Give me my $2 PBR. I'm just gonna
on draft.
Stay here all day.
Hey, Trump made a statement last week. He wants furniture, right? I think he's talked about this a couple of times. He wants furniture to come back to the United States, and sounds like there's going to be some benefit for North Carolina on this one. I'm pleased to announce that we are doing a major tariff investigation on furniture coming into the United States. Within the next 50 days, that investigation will be completed, and furniture coming from other countries into the United States will be tariffed at a rate yet to be determined. This will bring the furniture business back to North Carolina, South Carolina, Michigan, and states all across the union. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
R.I.P. IKEA.
Yeah, that's the tough part. I mean, furniture, do you look at it the same? Besides the high end, right? There's people that go to particular brands, a couple of different brands. Beyond that, it's hard to see a path forward unless there's particular types of pieces, and it's not so much the furniture industry that was where you travel to Hickory for the weekend to go buy those pieces with your family. Maybe more so, hey, we just happen to manufacture things here in North Carolina that are more shipped, whether nationally or internationally.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I went into a furniture store to buy furniture. Maybe Sweet Dreams went in there, but I would say most of the stuff I buy online and have it shipped to me. Yeah.
Been a while. I did buy the couch we currently have. We did buy at a furniture store. We did do that.
No,
but
I bought it online and had it shipped to me.
And the question is, how often are you buying furniture? Right. I think that's a factor too.
It's not like I'm buying it all the time, but as cheap as stuff is now that you order it from IKEA or you order it from Wayfair or wherever you're getting it from, as inexpensive as it is cheaper to kind of do those seasonal updates or add a couple pieces every year. So just wondering how this will affect prices. Definitely go up. Shein is pretty much done because it's costs the same to order something from there when you used to get a whole, boxes and boxes of stuff for $100. Then now it's cost.
You said Sheen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, you're using brand names there. See, this is like what my mom does. She'll like tell me. I'm not comparing you to my mom right now. That's just kind of weird. That's not what I did right there. She like knows brands, and I'm like, I don't know about these brands. We had to get a new washing machine recently, and I was like, yeah, the guy who came and looked at it, he recommended. Oh wow, it's a nice brand washer.
Sheen is a clothing company based out of China. Temu.
Oh, I know those people. Them people are crazy. If somebody says they're with Temu, leave that room right now.
Similar to Temu, the first iteration of buying things very cheap from overseas. Yes.
But see, and I think it's an old school mentality of you go for a particular furniture brand.
Mm-hmm.
I think most people have no
No, it's not like it has to be Bassett Furniture or I'm not buying. I don't think people are as loyal to furniture brands.
I'm more of a croquette guy.
I don't. Is that a brand? You just made it up.
Yeah. Heck yeah. My point exactly. Most people have no idea.
Right. They're not. Yeah. People aren't like loyal to furniture brands like they would be in a car or something like that.
This is the IKEA brand right here.
Right. I do love IKEA though.
I don't have a problem with IKEA. The only problem with IKEA is when you get home, you got to put it together.
That's
looks
why you
great.
You can get it shipped directly to your house. You can get it shipped. Yes. Especially when we live on the 3rd floor condo, you get it shipped directly to your front door.
Oh, yeah, that white glove service.
Yeah.
Straight to the top.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, all right, we'll see what happens with the furniture space. Want to give you an update, too, on the, I know you've been asking for it, the Epstein-Maxwell case.
Oh, I can't wait.
This one's been going on. So the particular district attorney who, the deputy attorney general, who interviewed Ghislaine Maxwell, this was in recent weeks, right? Met her at the jail, interviewed her a bunch of stuff. They released the entire transcript and audio of all of it, I guess.
Did you read it all?
No, I didn't read it all. A couple of the big points, it sounds like it came out. She doesn't think Epstein killed himself, so we'll say that. Okay. I don't know how she would, I don't know, take that for what it's worth. She wasn't there. She claims that Trump was never involved with anything, like as far as nefarious. She didn't see anything nefarious.
Okay.
She claims a list does not exist, that there wasn't blackmail attempts, that none of that other stuff was ever going on. That's what she claims. Now, do you believe her? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know.
I mean, what's she got to lose, I guess?
At this point, that's what I mean. It's
what
like
would be the
she's already
point
in
of
jail
her,
for like ever.
Yeah, she's in jail for the rest of her life, I think. And so what would be the point of her?
If she's trying to get a deal?
Lying? Yeah, maybe trying to get a deal. I think if she was generally trying to get a deal, then she'd be like, I got names.
Yeah,
but
I agree
also,
with that. Sure, I got the. I know why you guys are here. I got them ready for you. I put it all together.
Here you go. I wrote on this toilet paper. Here
yeah, that's what you would think would be ready, right?
Yeah,
like
right.
But it doesn't sound like that's what happened.
I don't know. I don't know where her. I mean, she's a crazy kind of person, so I don't know where her headspace is.
And at a certain point, is this more of a okay? We're still trying to find out answers. Because again, I still just think it's funny. Like, hey, we haven't talked to Maxwell at all. Why don't we talk to her? She's alive. She was involved with all of it. She's actually got prosecuted under a case.
Yeah.
Versus, hey, let's ask particular questions. And again, I'm not. At the end of the day, it's unique when you think of someone you elect and their personal decisions and things they make in their life versus what they do in the job. That's a different conversation. A lot of this seemed to stem around. Well, Trump wasn't in it. We wanted to make sure Trump. You're absolutely sure Trump wasn't in this. And it's like I haven't really thought of associated Trump with Epstein. Though there's been articles trying to.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like when you're talking about that many children and this much stuff for so long, it just feels like a never-ending hole. That for me, it's almost like I wonder if we're ever really going to know. And maybe it's something maybe there is nothing there because at this point, I mean, how many stones can you overturn before you just kind of give up? But
yeah, I don't know. It's wild. It's wild. I got nothing else for you.
Yeah. I don't even know what the conversation is about anymore.
I don't know.
To be honest with you.
I don't know.
But I'll keep you updated.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
We'll be right back with more Good Morning LKN and zero judgment about your dirty dishes. Spotless cleaning gets it. WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, happy back to school day if you haven't gone back already. And boy, oh boy, do we have some absolutely stunning weather as we kick off a new work week. Still warm today. High temperatures warming into the mid-80s, partly cloudy. But overnight, we'll drop down into the low 60s. Even a few spots around the lake that could dip into the upper 50s by early Tuesday morning. And then a cooler week of weather with high temperatures only around 80. Mainly dry. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Bob McIntosh here with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Serving this community has been a collective passion of our law firm since 1997. We offer the quality legal services and results you would expect from a large downtown firm, but with a personal, community-focused approach right here at home. The McIntosh Law Firm, your local legal resource.
To learn more about the McIntosh Law Firm, visit McIntoshlawFirm.com.
Have you taken the Desco Challenge? Desco is where the professional goes for electrical supplies.
My name is Ashley. I just redid the lighting in my home, and the customer experience at Desco was second to none.
See for yourself at DescoInc.com.
Harrison's is the home of Work Western, and wow! For nearly 30 years, our family has been boots on the ground when it comes to work. We have the largest selection of in-stock boots in the Carolinas and the best workwear brands like Harriet, Carhartt, and Wrangler. Find us on Norman Station Boulevard in Mooresville.
This is Daniel.
And this is Marsha.
From NC Auto Repair. Keep that car running like new this new year by stopping by NC Auto Repair for all your automotive needs. We're now offering a customer loyalty program for your oil changes. If it's automotive related, we can handle it. Stop by and see us at 1015 Davie Avenue or call us at 980-223-2957. NC Auto Repair. And remember, if you want to go far, you've got to service that car.
How can we make your day spotless? Yes, I'm Andrea, owner of Spotless Cleaning. Of course, our technicians do the extras. It surprises people. Yes, baseboards, window frames, and of course, toilets. Not maids, trained technicians. Exactly. In Brazil, my grandparents taught me to live my life without guilt. Yes, more time means better, bigger life. Yes, with Spotless Cleaning, you live it. Plus, have a clean house. SpotlessCleaningNC.com.
What if we've got it backwards? Don't send your ADHD child back to more frustration. Get your free copy of the book Extinguishing Einstein, which reveals why traditional methods fail and what actually works. Scan the code on our ad in Lake Norman Woman Magazine's August issue and reclaim your child's brain today.
Inspire your team and gallop to greatness. Our horses at Willow Equine are outstanding at working with people on leadership and team building skills, perfect for corporate retreats. Visit willowequine.com as you gallop to greatness.
Home of the best talk.
WSIC. Local starts here.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Furniture maker shares could be under pressure today as President Trump says the U.S. conducts a major tariff investigation on imports. He hasn't mentioned a rate yet, but the Commerce Department is looking into timber and lumber. SpaceX has delayed a test flight of its Starship rocket to fix a problem with its ground systems. If it's resolved quickly, another launch window opens again later tonight. The mission follows a series of explosive setbacks for SpaceX this year. According to Bloomberg, about 20% of its engineering team has been temporarily reassigned to help with testing and reliability. A surprise winner at the box office this weekend. Netflix animated musical K-pop Demon Hunters scored the top spot with $18 million in ticket sales. It beat Weapons, which came in second place. Freakier Friday was third. And if you need lunch plans today, the never-ending Pasta Bowl is officially back at Olive Garden. The chain says it's keeping prices at $13.99 this year. Monica Ricks, Bloomberg Radio. 24/7 worldwide, non-stop.
WSIC.
Local starts here.
Back like mosquitoes and flip-flops. This is Good Morning LKN, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning. Okay, an 8:34. Happy Monday to you. All right, we talked about earlier the potential in Australia to come in like the Gestapo and tax you if you're not using all your bedrooms inside of your house. Wondering if that could possibly happen locally ever. Is that even a possibility? Is the housing crisis and housing shortage so bad in North Carolina that we should be concerned about it? Jay White, Centralina Realty, joins us this morning. What do you think? You think all of a sudden everybody gets taxed on their bedrooms?
I want to head the task force that investigates that. I want to be the guy knocking on your door. Hey, how many folks you got over in that bedroom?
Yeah.
I saw 3 heads in the window last night.
I don't know. You start knocking on people's doors in Statesville and asking that question. People get a little weird.
Oh, man. The blackmail potential is huge. Yeah, I mean, the potential upside financially for the task force would be great.
Yeah.
Speaking of government officials paying themselves.
That's right. Jay White of Centralina Realty, centralinarealty.com. No matter your housing need, Jay and his team can take care of you, whether you're looking to buy your first home or maybe you're, owned a bunch of homes and maybe you're coming down and you're going to be empty nesters soon. All these people going off to college and maybe you're looking for a transition or maybe you're looking to invest. a wider range. Do you cover all those different areas for people?
We do. I mean, the cool thing about real estate is one license buys you a lot of businesses, So we do a little bit of commercial, mostly residential. We do work with investors, and we do property management for them. So if you want to get into rental properties and as an investment, we can help you at any level. We got investors that do all their own maintenance and stuff like that. We just sort of manage the tenants, and then we've got investors that we do everything. They just get money in their account every month. So.
Two main things that people ask us about all the time when we're talking about real estate. You as a professional, you're going to be able to guess just as well as we will at one, and you'll probably know the other one better than we will. Interest rates going up or down? What's your best guess?
Yes.
What do you think? Going down? All right.
Yes.
All right. We'll take
one
it.
way or the other. Yeah.
Housing prices. What's the trend been? Are they going up, going down at all right now? What's that been like for you?
Well, I think that's wholly dependent on the first question. Like if interest rates do tick down and buyers come back in the market, then housing prices will go up. But that increased demand will put pressure on and what's already a low inventory market. And we talked about that a little bit earlier. That what I consider there's a housing crisis in North Carolina, and we don't talk about it. Nobody's talking about the housing crisis. NCAR, North Carolina Association of Realtors, tells us that there's about 700,000. We're about 700,000 houses short for demand here in North Carolina.
And that's as of now, not even including if people continue to move here.
Well, yeah, I mean,
People aren't going to stop.
We're the number one ingress state, right? Mm-hmm. So people are coming here. They're leaving New York, New Jersey, California, coming here. And if we don't address,
because they're dirty over there too.
They're dirty. They're dirty. I can name some dirty cities, and you don't have to go far.
Yeah.
So for the housing crisis, because it can be, right? Because housing insecurity is a huge thing. Yep. I mean, that's huge. And so for prices to go up if interest rates go down, do you still get a lot of calls from buyers that are waiting for interest rates, that they're either renting or haven't decided to make the next move yet? Do you deal with those kind of buyers?
Well, yeah, and it's buyers and sellers are waiting for the same reason. The sellers thinking, well, if we wait and the price goes up, we can get more later. So the sellers are holding back, and which increases the problem. So, I got a large argument for this that I'm trying to whittle it down. The root cause, right? If you look at root causes of this thing, and it does boil down to housing supply, and it gets real. And municipalities have pushed back on development for so long that we've gotten behind the curve on providing enough. I'm going to use the term affordable housing, but it's really workforce housing, right? Not subsidized housing, just market priced workforce housing. We don't have enough of it, and that the root of that is in density, right? These municipalities have not wanted dense development, and so they've pushed back on it. But it gets real, right? Like in Statesville right now, there's a hotel that people have been living in, and the hotel's being torn down to make way for a new shopping center. 60 families are being displaced out of that hotel. Now, in a real estate market as thriving as ours is, and in towns that are as prosperous as our towns are, we're having a hard time absorbing those 60 families. They should not have a problem finding housing. 60 families, that's nothing. Mm-hmm. And they can't find a home. So when we talk about the housing crisis, those 700,000 homes that we're short, it sounds so big that it doesn't seem real. And then it gets real. Then it hits your hometown. And I live 2 blocks from this, where this is going on. So, I mean, this is a very real thing. And it's embarrassing to me that we can't absorb 60 families into our housing market.
One of the aspects too of because it's not magic, right? At the end of the day, like I think we've seen like the kicking the can down the road, right? It's kind of we're at that point where
there's
a
nowhere
lot
else.
Of things,
the road's going to run out.
The road's running out. But water and sewer infrastructure seems like a very important topic too. Water quality seems like a very important topic. If we're going to build and do all these things, I mean, there's got to be some immense pressure on these town managers of analyzing that now. At least I would hope there would be, because it's not going to be an overnight fix of allocation and these types of things like that. Do you hear of anything? Because you deal with a lot of septic and well as well.
Oh, we do, yeah. A lot of well and septic.
And there can be, an advantage that you're not tapped into the system, right, when you're doing that. But then you've got the regulation side of what's allowed of, how many bedrooms you can have and the acres and all that other kind of stuff. How does that run into your world with your folks?
How it hits our world, and Statesville's a good example. We're not the only community, but if you look at Statesville, and if you look, especially the east side of Statesville, where the city has reached out and annexed beyond the city limits for these developments, so that they could provide sewer. Well, there's a limit to how much of that you can do. And if you have well and septic in a development, then the lots have to be bigger necessarily. So your septic, you have to build for that house plus a repair area equal to that. So you really need, 3/4 to 1.5 acres per house if there's a septic system. Well, then the price goes up and it becomes unaffordable. And so that's where we get to with trying to develop outside of having municipal capacity. If we developed inside the municipalities where we have access to sewer, we can build denser, we can build less expensive housing, and be able to, those 60 families wouldn't be having such a hard time finding a place to live if we did that. And unfortunately, it's a market solution that municipalities have created. So the government creates a problem that needs to be solved by the market, and we're not letting it. We're not letting the market solve it. We're trying to subsidize a solution to it, and that won't work. It never works.
I remember when COVID first happened, right? And I just remember back to the days of just the boom, because I was still a real estate practicing attorney at that time, and I just saw as the numbers were ticking up for settlements and how quick the deals were moving, and the price action that was happening was substantial. The volume started coming down on the number of deals, but the price action got higher and higher and higher. The percentage change of literally from day to day, you could buy a house one week and some people doubled their money the next week. Literally, that happened for some. But it became about compromising for a lot of buyers, right? They were compromising on the amount of due diligence, let's say the amount of money you're going to give to a seller to let you investigate the property, your earnest money deposit, how much an escrow agent was holding in an account, proving that you were really going to go through with the deal. All of those things started shifting, and then the compromises of the property. Are buyers still compromising all, or are sellers who's compromising?
Well, we've moved closer to a balanced market now. So sellers still have to be competitive more than they have in the last 3 or 4 years, where a seller, you hit the market in any condition and you sell it, right? Well, that's gone. So we're having to coax our sellers into being a little more competitive, that they have to offer up a little more, get their house a little better shape. It's not the easy sale that it was for the selling side. So buyers are in a better position now than they've been in the last several years. And at the same time, the financial angle is harder for buyers. So the interest rates are up, the pricing's up. And so a lot of, we had buyers, and I guess it was 2023, when the interest rate started ticking up on the heels of the price going up, they just left the market. They got outpriced. Like they were shopping one week, and the next week they said, well, I'm done. I can't shop anymore. And so they'll be coming back.
I don't like the doom and gloom part of the conversation of real estate
I'm
too.
sorry.
Like,
Yeah.
because I do it. I fall into it too, because it does seem like it's a tough road for a lot of folks. And in particular, let's say the first time home buyer right now. Have you had any moments of seeing, okay, there is a chance for first time home buyers out here? Or are there communities?
Oh, there's great programs. I mean, we work with several lenders that have great first time home buyer programs right now. We just $15,000 first time home buyer assistance. That's a lot of money.
Oh yeah, and for cash at the table for closing. That's substantial.
We've had first time home buyers walk away with a check at the closing table.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I wouldn't promote that a lot, but I mean,
it can happen.
It can
Free
happen.
money.
Yeah, it can happen. Yeah, so get paid to buy a house.
Not bad at all.
And then how about those? Land is one of those other conversations, right? Because it is God's not making any more right now, right here, at least here. And so as the price continues to go up per acre, what's that market been like? Because farmland is a huge conversation right now, right? Turning these rural farmland into high density, medium, low density housing. What's that conversation?
If you listen to the keyboard warriors, you'd think that we're out of farmland in northern Iredell, right? There's a lot of land in North Iredell. So, but they are holding on to it. People are holding on to their land. It's hard to buy it, and it's hard to shop it. It's hard to comp land. It's a harder sales process on land than a house, because every piece of land is very unique. You can find a lot of 3-bedroom houses to sort of compare to, but this lot is this lot. And there's nothing like it, so it gets a little hard to price it, and the price of land's going up. So people are holding on to it.
Jay White, Centralina Realty. No matter where you're at in your real estate journey, Jay and his team can help you out. CentralinaRealty.com. If you're a first-time home buyer or a seasoned investor, or maybe you inherited some land too. There's a lot of people inheriting land right now as well. And so no matter your need, no matter your desire in real estate, give Jay a call. CentralinaRealty.com. Thanks, Jay.
Thanks for having me.
Just like summer romance, will vanish for a sec, then come back messy. What? More Good Morning LKN coming up on WSIC.
Well, happy back to school day if you haven't gone back already. And boy, oh boy, do we have some absolutely stunning weather as we kick off a new work week. Still warm today. High temperatures warming into the mid-80s, partly cloudy. But overnight, we'll drop down into the low 60s. Even a few spots around the lake that could dip into the upper 50s by early Tuesday morning. And then a cooler week of weather with high temperatures only around 80, mainly dry. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. On Thursday, August 28th, the 500 Club in Statesville presents the Thirsty Thursday tournament at 5:30 p.m. and wine tasting at 6. Click on the 500 Club online for more information on golf lessons, club memberships, wine tasting, tournaments, and tee times. Rocky Lynn performs Friday night on the Plaza at Birkdale Village in Huntersville. The free Live Under the Oaks outdoor concert series powered by Waves Entertainment begins at 6 p.m. Grab your friends and your chairs for the Rocky Lynn concert Friday at Birkdale Village. The Iredell County Fair begins Friday at the Fairgrounds in Troutman and continues through September 6th. The Statesville Kiwanis Club features carnival rides for all ages, competitive 4-H exhibits, animal shows, fireworks on Labor Day, and more. Visit IredellFair.com for more information on hours, tickets, entertainment, and daily schedules. The Iredell County Fair begins Friday at the Fairgrounds in Troutman. See the top riders from the Monster Energy AMA Supercross Championship on Saturday, September 6th, as they compete on a custom-built course at ZMAX Dragway. The playoff opener features a two-moto format for the 450cc class and 250cc class, promising plenty of drama and excitement from the moment the gates drop. Click on CharlotteMotorspeedway.com for tickets, a track map, and information on other 2025 events. Mark your calendars. Green Jeans Consignment returns to Concord September 9th to 14th at 601 Milestone Venue. Shop boutique finds, consign your closet, and feel beautiful on a budget. Details at greenjeanssale.com. Stay up to date and find out about local events, job opportunities, real estate information, and more. Visit liveworkplaylkn.com and sign up for the weekly newsletter. That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Good Morning LKN is back with more shenanigans and spotless cleaning support because this show's messier than your kitchen. WSIC, local, starts here.
Good morning, LKN. 8:48. Happy Monday to you. Shout out to Coffee Republic this morning in Cornelius. They posted, I guess someone drove through the building.
Yeah, and there's no drive-through. Yeah, they just drove straight into the building. They wanted that pumpkin spice latte.
Going in hot. It's coming out. Look,
it's there.
I don't blame you for wanting the pumpkin spice. Better than ever. Patrick Reynolds hosts the Home Ed Show Monday through Friday, 9 to 11, whether you're buying, selling, or celebrating. I'm glad that wasn't you this morning, crashing into Coffee
Me too.
Republic.
Yeah,
oh, no. Did you come in with Coffee Republic for us?
Not that bad.
Not that bad.
Not for a pumpkin spice. I would do it for a peppermint mocha, but not for a pumpkin spice. Yeah.
Man, I'm glad everybody's okay.
Patrick, do you nap? I don't know if I've asked you that before. Are you a big napper on the weekend?
I am not. I like the idea. I would love to. I take back every time as a kid that I didn't want to take a nap now, but yeah, I just don't have a chance to. I could use one.
As I've gotten older and the kids getting older, I get more tired, I feel like. I've kind of started like during quiet time on the weekends, Daddy's having quiet time too. And it turns into, Daddy's just closing his eyes for a minute. It's all right. This is Daddy. Daddy's just here. He's still here. Daddy's here. And the movie plays, and it's pretty good. But there's positives for napping, I guess?
There are positives for naps. I am a great napper. I can do 20 minutes, and that's all I need. I'm a power napper. I've perfected the power nap. But a study finds that regular daytime naps may slow brain aging by up to 6.5 years. So it's a 2023 study published by Sleep Health. And it said that participants aged 40 to 69, the researchers found that those with genetic inclinations to nap had total brain volumes equivalent to brains that appeared 2.6 to 6.5 years younger. So napping keeps your brain young.
So
I need to nap.
It's like
Sleep
a
away,
natural,
kids.
cryogenesis
Yeah,
kind
it
of
just
thing.
stops your brain for a little bit and it stops it from aging.
Pause.
Yeah.
Pause brain.
That's why I'm.
And you're extending the life of your brain. I like this. I didn't know this. I like this research. I dig it.
How about the rest of the body, though? Is the rest of the body?
Yeah, no, it just gets older. It just keeps getting older. But your brain's young. So there you go.
That's right. I can stay sharp.
You got a young
That's what it's
brain.
about.
That's what you need to do.
You wake yourself up with a snore. Well, your own snore. Wake
I
yourself
have.
up.
Yeah, I definitely
to.
have. Yeah. Who's that?
Yeah, what is that?
Who's that?
It's usually I got some drool running down my cheek.
Somebody just snored.
No, I was awake.
And you guys are looking at me like it was me, but it definitely wasn't me.
When you mentioned the movie, yeah, that would be me with Katie. She was like, "Mom, you watching this?" Yeah. Yeah, totally. Definitely.
It's
Don't
good.
turn it off.
Oh yeah.
It'll be Demi's. We'll be laying in bed at night because we put the TV on to just kind of numb sometimes. Although we've been doing that less. But when we do it, I'll hear the little. I'll turn it off finally. Then that's my signal. Like, okay, I can turn this thing off. Why'd you turn it off? I don't know.
I'm still watching that.
I was enjoying that.
Yeah, I get that
exact
from Rob.
part.
Yeah, he's like full on snoring, and I turn it off. I was like, why are you turning the TV off? You can go to sleep. You're asleep. That's fine.
Stay asleep.
Make your brain younger. Go back to sleep.
How was your weekend? Did you do anything fun?
Yeah, I did. What did I do? My goodness, what did I do? Caught me off guard with a tough question.
Go
like
all
that.
the way back to Friday night to remember
Yeah.
what happened. Yeah.
You didn't get shot on the blue line, did you?
I know. No,
Okay,
I did
good.
not.
Gosh, I
No,
got worried
didn't.
there for a moment.
No.
Gotta
I
be
did.
careful.
Did find myself in South End a little bit on Charlotte.
Oh,
There.
wow, an
yeah,
aristocrat.
Speaking of trains,
How'd it
yeah,
go?
Yeah, nice. Enjoyed exploring the area. Saw some business opportunities there. Yeah, had tough to take the sales and the business hat off. Sometimes you kind of like say, "Ooh, I got an idea," and you make a note, like to follow up that week. So yeah, stuff down there. Had a great time. Enjoyed exploring. Found like everything I did, I was like never been to before. So just like, oh wow, cool, neat. Oh wow, what's that? Oh cool, neat. Believe it or not, I saw people I knew down there. They yelled my name. Like, wow, I'm in South End. Who the heck? Oh, hey, yeah, you. Oh, yeah, you. And it was
They're
like a bunch of-
internationally recognized now, all the way down in South End. That is like going to another country sometimes.
Yeah, I got a passport. It's cool.
Okay,
You should try coming off Catawba once in a while,
Yeah,
man.
I don't know. I don't know if I can make it all the way down to South End. That's a long drive. I got to pack a bag or something. I don't
Take
know.
a nap that afternoon. You'll make it.
I was gonna say I would guess that you had been taking naps because yes, you going all the way down to South End on a weekend.
Yeah.
That's a young man's game right there.
All right. Keep talking. I like the cut of your jib.
NASCAR had their final regular season race this weekend. Did you catch any of Daytona?
Yeah, actually, I did. Where I was watching Pluto for Planet, which is a band.
Okay,
that's a
got it.
band. Yeah,
Okay.
they play around Lake Norman.
Sound like a Disney show.
Yeah, they were in South End on Saturday night. Caught some of them a little bit, and the place that they were at had some of the race on. And so I watched like the first part of the race there, and then I left, came back to Lake Norman, and guess I listened to the rest of the race right here on WSIC.
Because you can do that every Cup Series race.
Yeah.
And Ryan Blaney wins the last race. So that did not shift who was in the final playoffs then because he had already won a race.
Yep.
If I remember the rules correctly. If you win a race during the regular season, you automatically get into the playoffs for the Cup Series championship.
Yep. For 16 spots, they had 14 winners. We were concerned with Tyler Reddick and Alex Bowman if they would be knocked out or say a random person, won Daytona, which can happen. The underdog can score there. That didn't happen. Ryan Blaney won. He was already in. So everybody, the top 16 remained the top 16. We'll go again on Sunday at Darlington.
Okay, so Justin said though that the other ones have to race anyway. Do they just race mad or what? What they're just there
They're racing to win the race.
just to win the race.
But why
You
not?
can
Why
still-
not just like golf does, where they chop down,
Yeah.
right? They
Why not
chop-
just have 16
Why
cars
not
in a
just
race?
16?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
We call them playoffs. We're not playing anything. We're not offing anybody. It's like, it's not a stick and ball sport. This is the downfall of NASCAR. This is my complaint every week. We're treating it like NFL. We're trying to make it into Major League Baseball. It doesn't work. It's a ridiculous
Well,
system.
it's making the teams and spend a lot of money, and ownership groups spend a lot of money to be in these 10 races. I think is what we're
10
looking at
10 to
here
go.
through the playoffs, and you have no chance of winning. I mean, you can win the race,
yeah,
but you're not winning a championship.
No, well, you weren't going. If you were 17th in points right now in any system, you weren't going to win the championship.
Well, then
anyway.
you shouldn't go to the playoffs. I guess is what I'm thinking here.
I agree.
You
That's,
agree. Okay.
That's the argument. Is like, well, in the NFL, you have your playoff teams. What are the other teams doing? Nothing. Their
Yeah,
season's
they're not
over
playing.
because you have franchises around the country, and it's a one-on-one game. Two teams play each other. That's it. This is 40 teams race every single week, and then we have playoffs and 40 teams continue to race. That's been the criticism that has really torn the sport apart, and that's where the negativity comes from.
One
Would
of
it-
the sorry.
Oh
go ahead,
no,
Reese.
would it not be as exciting race with just 16 cars?
No, I'd rather have 40 in there. I wouldn't want 16 cars in
Okay.
there. Which let's not put 16 cars in race. To me, I've been fighting this for 20 years. Eliminate the playoffs. It's
Oh,
a
just
ridiculous.
get rid of the playoffs.
We
in
never
general.
should have had it to begin with. It's
Gotcha.
been 20 years. They don't belong in any kind of motorsports. It's
That's a long
silly.
time. 20 years of having it without
Yeah.
there being that much.
This is year
controversy.
21. Yeah.
Being mad.
Yes, you are.
A long time.
You say that with a chuckle. There's no chuckle. I have been mad for 21 years.
Serious.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm nervous. I don't want to get on Patrick's bad side. My goodness, he holds that grudge a long
Where's
time.
Ben Kennedy? I want him out in the parking lot right now.
So one of the other headlines I saw, I think it was a week or two ago, and I was shocked by this one. I mean, I guess I'm not shocked. It's posturing. It's more of like, it's lawsuit posturing. NASCAR put out a statement that they were considering selling the 2311 and I believe Front Row Motorsports charters from the team because as part of the lawsuit, they didn't renew the charters. But they were able to continue racing in the season and continue the lawsuit was the whole rigmarole there. That seems like a wild move if NASCAR goes that direction. But they can, I guess, and technically they could.
Yeah.
Short of a judge telling them they can't.
Yeah.
Seems like a wild move.
It's a wild move. As Joe Berg talked Friday, you would be booting Michael Jordan out of the sport, which is that's a PR nightmare if you do that. But what you have here, it puts a spotlight on the difference from NASCAR, not only playoffs, but the difference between like NASCAR and the other sports is NFL has a franchise, you've got a board, you've got owners, you've got players, and they all have to come to an agreement on any move they make. In other words, if you wanted Justin Ckezepis wanted to say, I want to start an NFL team, I want an NFL franchise, you can't just go start one. You've got to go through the NFL. In NASCAR, if you want to start a team, you can. And what it gets down to is NASCAR does not have a board which represents everybody. It's a dictatorship. It's a dictatorship. So they can say, well, we're going to sell the charters. They can. They had playoffs years ago. They called it the Chase, and they had 12 cars in there. Brian France just just added Jeff Gordon one year because they made a bad call at Richmond, which was the playoff cut race, and they made some judgment calls on the spot, and they realized that they did wrong by Jeff Gordon. Well, that's like reviewing the out of bounds touchdown on Monday morning on an NFL game and reversing the score. You don't do that. You realize you missed the call, but you missed the call. The game's over. Brian France put Jeff Gordon in. So now we have 12 cars in the playoff, 12 cars in the playoff. Now we have 13. And Brian France got on a press meeting with the press and just said, "I'm doing it because I can." He just flaunted his dictatorship in the France family, and they can't do this. And there was nothing anybody could do about it because it literally is. Roger Goodell can't do whatever he wants with the NFL. Everybody else has to approve it. They vote, they have meetings and things like that. And as a collective group, they decide what to do, who would get a franchise, what city would Justin Ckezepis' franchise be in. NASCAR's not that. It's a dictatorship. They can do whatever the heck they want, whenever they want.
It seems like one of those seasons where at the end of it this year, NASCAR's going to have a lot to think about, it seems like. They've definitely got some stuff to deal with.
Oh, they're thinking about it right now.
I want to know what you're going to name your football team, though.
Zeps.
The Cornelius
Zeps.
what?
The Orcas.
The Cornelius Orcas. That tracks, actually. Yeah,
see?
I like it. There you go.
It's my team. It
is, yeah.
That has to be approved by the NFL, too.
Approved.
Even the name has to be approved? Sheesh. All right.
Yeah, colors, logos, all that.
Hey, there's another challenging sport. I think golf is one of the hardest sports in the world. The second hardest sport, arguably tied for first, tennis. The U.S. Open's going on.
Okay.
Congrats to, I believe it's Maria Sharapova. She got inducted by Serena into the Tennis Hall of Fame. Congratulations to her. Ridiculously difficult sport.
Yeah.
Very grateful that the Lord showed us pickleball because it's just way easier and I can actually play. And so that's awesome. So thanks, Patrick, for stopping by.
Hey, you're welcome.
If you want to
Home
buy,
ad.
sell, or celebrate, you can hang out with Patrick Reynolds and the Home Ad Show Monday through Friday, 9 to 11. Today's Monday, 11 to noon. Thrive here live with the town of Huntersville. Noon to 3, you've got the Todd Starnes radio show, National Political Conversation. 3 o'clock, All Things Sane with former Representative Jason Sane. 4 o'clock, Local Biz Now, Joe Vagnone, 30-year business broker. Just found out we play Charlotte FC in Spanish, too, over the weekend. He texted me last night.
Serving you better than ever before.